Shut up and sit down.
Welcome back, guys. We are at Budds Creek, Maryland, in this MX versus ATV All Out video. This is the next to last track being released for the DLC at this point. I think in the Racer magazine, they said that they do plan on trying to release the first 6 rounds of the championship next year. At least that's what somebody told me. Let me know if you know anything more about that in the comments. Yeah, so Budds Creek, how is this track? It's, to me, out of all the DLC right now, this is probably my least favorite. And that it's kind of a toss up between this and Redwood. I really just didn't enjoy it. It didn't flow really good for me. Like Washougal and Spring Creek, just the challenges I think of the hills were a little bit more. The horns in that corner though, the vuvuzelas or whatever those are irritating. Every time you go by to that corner, those horns are going off. Oh man. Yeah, the scaling of the track, we'll talk about a little bit more about that on the next lap when we go around each corner and section. I think it's a little off. It's a little bit bigger than in real life. Henry Hill right here, man. That one, if you over jump that, you can land in this corner and you will definitely crash. But hey, if you have not seen the video of Doug Henry jumping down that, take a look in the description for a link to the video of Doug Henry jumping down and pretty much crashing his brains out at the bottom of that hill right there. Oh man. Yeah, so okay, let's start. These the rollers are pretty famous, pretty distinctive, coming around the last corner to the finish line jump here. Starting another lap, I did lower my time. Right, there's a lot of what you just saw there. The hills, they have a hill right before a corner, and you have to slow down a lot. Like right here, slow down so you don't overjump into the corner. Maybe some of you guys can, I don't know. If any of you guys like Epic Fate or Camp are watching this, let me know the fast lines. I had a tough time getting on the inside of the some of those berms and some of those ruts. This in real life, I think it didn't have this outside line like that. It did have a jump or a mound in across the whole corner there. This triple coming up right here on TV, it looked a lot smaller. I think it wasn't that big. This corner right here was a little different too. It had a really cut out section. It looks like they did it with a dozer almost. It was like a shelf almost. So that looked a little different. This straightaway right here looks way too long. They were definitely not going downhill that far. This was not a triple. It was a big double, it looked like. Then you have this quick here. They were jumping down into that a little bit. I did better when I just hit the brakes and slowed up. And again, coming to Henry Hill here, I actually dabbed the brakes right at the top. Most of the times you could dab it and really scrub it. It worked out really good. I don't know if you'll see it in any of these laps if I actually scrubbed it. That corner right there in the real race, there was no ruts. It was pretty much a flat corner, and I had the most trouble with that corner. I could not get in that inside rut, the very inside, to save my life. Man, this section too, I didn't do a good job here, but you can hit that inside the first mound, the first jump, and pretty much double throughout that whole section. Right, we're down to a 2:02. I think the real time fast lap for qualifying was Ken Roxon. I think he had a 2 minute. Yeah, so talking about the real race, spoiler alert, if you have not watched it yet, I just watched it this afternoon. Eli Tomac is our new 3-time champion in the 450 class. He pretty much dominated. I didn't get to see the highlights of the first moto. I don't have the app or anything, so they did not show that on the broadcast. but he did go 1-1. Roxton got second in the first moto, and then Roxton, he was doing good, and he faded really hard in the second moto. Anderson, man, he came up, he got second overall, second in the second moto, and that pushed Marvin back also. So Marvin and Kenny were both eliminated mathematically. So Eli finally goes into the last round of the season with no pressure, and he has a championship already. 250s, man, that one, both Ferrandis and Cianciarillo, they had to work from the back both times. Cianciarillo did end up second overall on the day. I think Ferrandis fourth, so he lost a couple points. Shane McElrath, though, man, KTM, TLD, I think, he killed it. He was just, he went 1-1, and man, did a really good job. So congrats to McElrath. That it's been a long time since he's had an overall win. So yeah, we'll see. Goes down to the last race. I think Cianciarillo is something like 37 points up on Ferrandis. Not too sure. Right here, do this line, do the doubles. I went a little far there, but made up some time. Yeah. Right, we're down to a 2:01. See if we can at least get it close to the official qualifying times that they did in real life. Again, I couldn't find a flow on this track. You need to get this inside ruts there on a lot of these corners, and I just had a hard time doing it. I don't know. This corner, yeah, that one gave me a lot of trouble. This one, you need to be on the inside, or in this one at least, to make the inside rut here, and I totally blew that one. And again, I could not find any flow on this track. So that's probably why I don't like it so much compared to the previous ones. I mean, it's not a bad track though. I do like it. It's just I could not find good flow again. The ruts, you have to hit the ruts in these tracks, and I thought Unadilla was bad. Unadilla had a lot of ruts in the corners too, but they were a lot easier to hit. This one had a lot more slower corners, I would say. A lot of these 180s. I think Unadilla had a few more that just getting into the rut and staying in it was a little bit easier. You know, you just choose your rut and get in it. Again, man, I hope a few of you faster guys will post up some videos so we can see how you're doing it. Even though I've watched your videos before, you guys like Camp and Epic Fate, I still can't comprehend how to go at least 6, 7, 8 seconds faster. I know I do have a couple seconds at least in this track. If I could hit everything perfect, that could probably get me to a sub 2 minute time. But man, I just don't see how you guys do it. Alright guys, man, I hope you'd enjoyed this video just talking about Budds Creek and the real racing. Thanks a lot for the support on the channel recently. I really appreciate it. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Give me a thumbs up. Give me some comments. Let me know how you like this. And I eventually did get down to 11th place at a 2 minutes .44.